Hi everyone! Welcome to another episode of Esco Q&A. And where you ask and we answer. Okay, today we have a very special guest from our design team, Sofyan. So, Sofyan, maybe you would like to introduce yourself.
Sure. Yeah. So, I'm a system designer here at Esco, and basically what I do is, you probably wouldn't have guessed, I design the system.
Wow!
Yeah, I know, it's very shocking.
Yeah.
So basically what I do is just I find out what the requirements of the clients. Sometimes it's a tender requirement.
Yeah.
And then I design a system that is suitable for the environment.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So, Sofyan, just a quick check, because when you talk about designers, people usually think about very arty-farty people. So, would you see yourself as that?
No, I'm more of the boring kind. Like, I design things that function, fit with what the client requires.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, not much. So you won't be seeing me wearing stripy socks or anything like that, fortunately.
That's totally interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so today's topic will be on how to level up your next meeting experience. So, Sofyan, as always, Q&A has 3 questions, so I hope you are prepared.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to grill you very, very much in this session.
Oh no.
Okay, so jokes aside, let's start question number 1, Sofyan.
Yeah.
So, how do you define a good meeting experience?
So, in my opinion, a good meeting experience is one where you are able to use the technology to enhance the experience of the users. Instead of the technology being the centerpiece, it is the tool at which you accomplish your goal.
I see. So what you're trying to say is like it's basically trying to, enhance the experience more rather than letting the technology be, something new that you actually need to learn.
Yes, of course.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to question 2. So question 2 itself would be basically like, what are the options available, when doing it in an office meeting room and when using a computer at home.
Okay, that's an interesting question. Well, when it comes to office meeting rooms, it really depends whether how big the room is, what kind of function it will be used for. So usually for smaller meeting rooms, I would say even a all-in-one video bar is enough. All-in-one video bar usually means it's basically a bar that you can place below your display. Usually, it actually has a built-in speaker, built-in microphone, built-in camera. So literally, it has all you need to have a meeting ready. So if your room, is a very simple type of setup, then you can actually just use an all-in-one video bar. Then there are times where it would be better or more a better idea to have a more customized approach. So when I say customized approach, sometimes it could mean using a third-party audio devices, because, for example, for larger meeting rooms, for example, the one that we are in right now, we actually have ceiling speakers. Yeah, because some rooms, most definitely, the video bar that the video bar doesn't have enough power to give enough coverage to the rest of the room. So in those instances, I would say definitely better to go with a more customized approach. And as you mentioned also for homes, right?
Yes, that's right.
So actually, in my opinion, if you're gonna use your own home laptop, I think it's good enough for the most part, because I think nowadays most of the cameras can at least be high def, right? If you're gonna spend on something for your home meetings from home, I would say spend on a good set of headsets. Yeah, because I think, in my opinion, it's more important for the other person to be able to hear you clearly than having to just see you. Sometimes the video can be very clear, but then you can hardly hear the person.
I see.
So I'd rather invest in a good pair of headsets.
Okay. I mean, that's really very insightful. So, but the thing is that, Sofyan, thank you for mentioning, about our previous topic. If you haven't checked it out, please look at the previous episode, the one that I did with Raymond, which is the tailored versus non-tailored VC. So that would be more towards like the topic where Sofyan was talking about for the different meeting room setup and things like that. So anyway, Sofyan, so I mean, yeah, I totally agree with you. Having a good headset for audio is definitely more important than being very clear, because sometimes if like the internet connection is not good as well, the bandwidth is not good as well, we have to shut off the video anyway. Yeah. But the main thing is that the audio has to be heard. You have to be heard.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so now let's head on to our final question. So, Sofyan, the final question that we have for today is that, is there any special considerations that we need to keep in mind for both of these options, for both home use as well as for office use?
So, one of the things I would advise is probably before the actual meeting starts, is do a rough test of your equipment. I'm not asking you to test every single part of your system, but actually I think it's worth spending maybe at least 5 minutes. Most meeting platforms nowadays, they have an option to create a test call, right?
So I believe there will be situations, and personally myself, I've seen it in a lot of meetings where people, the first thing that they will say, "Can you hear me?"
Yeah.
Then after that, when they start sharing their things, then they say, "Can you see?" That kind of thing. Is this very familiar to you? Because I'm very, very sure every single meeting you will hear, "Can you hear me?" This phrase for sure. Guaranteed. Yeah.
Then there are those situations where sometimes the person, maybe they didn't even ask, they just go on with their presentation.
Yeah.
They don't realize that no one else can hear them.
Yeah.
Or worse, cannot see them. Then we'll be wasting a lot of time already.
I see. That was really insightful. Okay, so Sofyan, thank you for all the questions that we have today. So, as always, we definitely want to have, some final parting words for our dear audience.
Final parting words. Okay, so I hope you guys found today's Q&A useful. I tried to make it as simple as possible and as beneficial as possible for you guys. And yeah, that's about it. It's my parting words.
Wow, okay. So short and sweet is Sofyan's game. And today, like what the topic is, how to level up your next meeting experience. I somehow feel I have leveled up like.
Whoa! Okay, looks like his power level went up 9,000. Very good. Okay, bro. Okay. I think you need to.
Yes.
Yeah, before the place,
okay.
crumbles.
I think you can feel the tremor and everything.
I was a bit worried there for a moment.
Okay. Thank you for stopping me.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone, please help to like and share.